Well, today is going to be a different video. Something a little different. This right here is my very first gaming PC. I upgraded it over the years, and this was actually the stream that I first started making content with. Let's open it up. And here it is. We have our CD drive and our hard drive that I've been having in this computer, gosh, since 2010, maybe 2012. But everything else in this computer is upgraded. We have a different PSU that I use, CPU, motherboard, graphics card, of course, and yeah, and this is in the original Asus pre-built PC that I had, and I didn't keep any of the old components. I kind of wish I did, because I had a pretty solid APU in there that I would have loved to use for some stuff now, but I can't, unfortunately. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking all these components out and putting it into a new tower. And the reason why I want to put it in a new tower is because I have to use a power button that I run to my motherboard on top. I can't use the actual case's motherboard, because the funny thing about like pre-builds is that they have their own proprietary Jesus Christ, I can't talk. They have their own proprietary power button that is only compatible with their motherboard. So this is one of the only downsides with buying pre-builds, is that you have to get a new motherboard along with a new case, because it is not going to be compatible with your new case, with any other case you buy. Also, another reason why I want to change this out is because this case makes my computer run
feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
I'll be showing you some of the things I'm going to be using to upgrade my computer today. This is what I'm going to be putting my operating system on, along with maybe a few other things to help the system run very well. I did read reviews. This is a cheaper one. I usually like going with Kingston, but today we are going to try out this inland SSD. Another thing I bought was, of course, a hard drive. This is a laptop hard drive, 500 gigabytes. The reason why I bought a laptop hard drive is the smaller form factor, and you will see why with the new case we are using today to put our PC in. And one more thing I bought was the new cooler for the system. This is the Arctic Freezer 7X cooler. It has a big heat sink with a fan that can push hot air out. The reason why I bought this is because of the CPU we have, which I will show you which CPU we have whenever we're actually building the system. I'll get to show you guys my teardown and the rebuild as the video goes on. So I am excited to use this cooler. It is a cheaper cooler, but it has very good reviews. I bought it off of Amazon, and I'm super excited to use this. And the last thing I wanted to show you today is the case. Boom. It is a Rosewill case. The reason why I bought this case is because it was cheap. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to be using this, and then we're going to tear this bad boy down, put everything up in here, and we'll pretty much have a new computer. Kind of. Not really new, but you know what I mean. And here is the Rosewill. We got the Rosewill SRM01B. This thing is super light. You want to know how light it is? It's completely bent in on the other side. I'm gonna see if I can get something to kind of knock this back into place, but we are still gonna use this case today because nothing is going to stop me at the moment. All right, so I kind of hammered it down a little bit on here, and then we are going to pop this off and see if we can kind of bend it in, but I don't think this is going to really matter too much. The one thing I will say about this case, it is super light, like really ridiculously light. But yeah, so we're going to take everything out of here, put it on the side, and then start installing everything into this case. So you guys are probably going to watch me take apart my entire PC upside down, and I do want to let you guys know I do not have a lot of experience taking apart computers, but I love to mess around. This is my hard drive that we got out. It's a Western Digital Caviar Blue. This thing served me so well over the years, I don't even know how good it still is, but we are actually not putting it back into our computer. And we have a rewritable DVD multi-recorder drive. I do want to put this back in. Hopefully it'll fit. If I have to pop this off, I'll figure out a way to make sure it fits in. But I do want a DVD drive. And this is the main component. I have it on my styrofoam that we just got in. This is the motherboard. It is a micro ATX. So I am super excited because the case that I got is for micro ATX. We are not going to be using this fan, so we're going to be taking this off along with the RAM. We're going to take everything out pretty much, give it a nice little dust off, and then start putting it into our new computer. All right, now this is our new Rosewell case. Our drive bays are actually going to be right here. This is why I got the laptop style hard drive, because I wanted to have room to put it in here. Another screw off here. So it opens up, and this is the room for both of our hard drive and our SATA drive right here. Right. Okay, so I had a little bit of trouble getting this power supply in. It would not lock into place. The back was bent up. This case sucks. This case is terrible, but I am willing to make do, to give it the benefit of the doubt once I get everything else in place. So we shall see how everything else goes. Next, we're gonna get everything onto our motherboard. We're gonna make sure everything's preset in there, and then we're gonna drop it right in. So we're about to get that started and then see how everything feels. And then we will probably skip installing the DVD drive and then just go straight into getting our hard drives in and just seeing if this thing actually boots up. Hopefully it does. It should. And then, yeah, we'll have our new old PC. And here is our motherboard. It is a Gigabyte F2A 68HM-H. It supports up to DDR3, and it is for, of course, our wonderful CPU, which is this bad boy that we're about to put back in there. I cleaned it off really well. It had really dirty buildup, but I'm super excited to put this chip back in there. This chip was my baby. It was my old computer. And that CPU is the AMD Athlon X4 860K. It has 4 cores and 4 threads, base clock up to 3.7 gigahertz. We can actually boost this up to 4 if we would like to. This is a decent CPU for gaming, at least whenever I was using it, and it's pretty affordable to get. But yeah, this is what I was using when I first started streaming on Twitch, and I just consider it my baby. And we're gonna pop this bad boy in and get everything else kind of put into place. And here is our RAM. It is the Team Dark 8GB DDR3 1600. I do have 2 sticks. Whenever I first got my PC, I actually got these off of Craigslist for $50. And it was a good deal. A good deal at the time while I was building my PC and I needed something to use. And yeah, we're gonna put these bad boys in the 2 slots right here. And I am gonna put the cooler on now, and I'm gonna apply also some extra thermal paste. This is the Thermaltake TG-7 thermal grease. We'll be using this just to add a little bit of extra support. I don't know how good the pre-existing thermal paste they have on here is, so we're going to just reapply. Alright, and I did have to reinstall the 2 brackets that I had pre-installed earlier because the cooler that I got only had it for Intel chips, and fortunately I still have these brackets that I can latch these 2 parts. Let me finesse it here. I can still latch these 2 parts on both sides too. So that is a good thing, and I'm glad we have that. And here is our graphics card that we will be using. This is the PNY GeForce GTX 1050. It supports up to DirectX 12. It's a 2GB 128-bit GDDR5. It does have a DisplayPort, HDMI, and DVI. The 1050 was a great mid-range card, and it still is a pretty decent mid-range card. I bought this, I think, for $100, and I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure I bought it for $125, and this was my go-to graphics card. And yeah, it served me well, and it'll serve this system well continually. And yeah, let's pop this bad boy in and screw him in and make sure he's secure. Okay, well, is it the prettiest job? No. Is it the best case? Hell no. But we got it done. Next thing just to test out is to see if it powers on. And if it powers on, we are absolutely in the clear with this rebuild. And there we go. We got everything nice and done and tidy. Would I recommend the case? Absolutely not. It is a pain to navigate through and everything, even for a micro ATX board. And I would recommend definitely spending more on a case. But this one serves its purpose and it holds everything into place. The only thing is it's very flimsy and it's very light. Having a light case isn't a bad thing, but when it's as flimsy as this one, it's not the greatest. So, but thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have a video showcasing games that will run on this machine and emulation that will run up to this machine on this machine. And I will see y'all next time. See y'all later. What's up, y'all? There are some things in this video that I wasn't able to include that I didn't even know I didn't record. And that was the fans running, everything in the system booted up fine. And this case was just a mess to navigate through. The wires that you fed through to the front ports and the IO wasn't even long enough. I had to pull it out from the back and feed it through. If the case didn't come in super flimsy, I don't think I would have complained as much. Like if it wouldn't have came in all dented up, but it's definitely not made with the best care. Plus it was delivered by FedEx and you guys know how FedEx is. But thank you guys so much for watching this video again. Sorry to come back with this extra video, but I cannot wait to show you guys what the system does. I will probably do it on stream and then compile all the videos and just show you guys what this system is still capable of in 2021. And again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys for the next video. We got some exciting stuff planned, so take it easy, y'all.